Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. So we start building on those foundations. You got your floor, which is the Lord, right? And then you got your welcome mat, which is giving up those substances because you're welcoming the Lord into your house. You're welcoming those positive energies, positive people, and welcome them into your life. The ones that are going to help you build the rest of your house. It might not be many people because it's the time where you have to start weeding out those who really do not have your best interests at heart. And sometimes you need to cut ties with all of them across the board. Some of those people you have to interact throughout the day with, like if you're at work or if you're going to meetings or stuff like that, you're going to have to interact with them, right? Like your kids, things like that. You're going to have to interact with them. But even then, you can gauge where the relationship's going yourself. You can allow and give and take what you don't want. But, sometimes you need to cross the board, cut them all out. And the ones that really care about you will understand in the end. You don't have to explain. You don't, because that gives them wiggle room to attack your good nature, right? And start gaslighting you. And you need to just sometimes, because you're the most important person in this world. If you don't function, your world don't function. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's got people, and I'm talking to people, you can have all the money in the world, and still be living in hell. You can still be living with people attacking you and using, and no matter what side of the spectrum on. You can be rich, poor, it don't matter. And these are stages. It's for anybody. You can apply it to any facet in your life. Somewhere along in your life right now, this is happening. So now that we have the Lord, your higher power, right? And then you got your welcome mat, which is giving up those substances and telling the world you only welcome those good things, right? So now we're working on the third stage, which is releasing people. And this can be hard. It will be hard. But do you get to what we're starting to create here? We're starting to. It's like giving yourself a what do they call that? An intervention, right? A self-proclaimed intervention without any real excuses, right? So let's delve into this, guys. Okay, it goes. Releasing and letting go of people or anyone you know has been attacking you based on motives rooted in betrayal or hateful and spiteful in nature. Most of the time, the intrusive person will have hidden motives. Even if you're not sure who is involved, it is still prudent and important to ask yourself, is my life more important than allowing an opportunity for these people to hurt me bodily or attack my character? More than likely, you will decide to back off and detach yourself from people, even if it means you had to hurt an innocent person's feelings. If the person you had to cut loose was a real friend or family member, they will surely understand you had to do what you had to do to save yourself. Releasing people is not forever. It is an opportunity to give yourself much needed room to introspect, access giving yourself room to grow. For example, when a plant gets to a certain size, it needs to be transferred to a bigger pot or will start to wilt away and die from suffocation. Releasing people, no matter how close they are to yourself, is a wise decision, because sometimes your most efficient hidden enemy is as close as a bedroom down the hall. I know this is pretty dark, but I know from first-hand experience. I like to compare this aspect of your growth process as the clearing process in which you start off with blank canvas, then as the chaos subsides, you then start to get your bearings straight. Now that you have begun to do this, you become co-creating artist, making yourself into Picasso of your temple. With patience, you can start to slowly create a dream piece, allowing your newfound inner peace to flow abundantly and freely. Trust me, people will take notice, and the ones that really care for you will also be patient and wait for you to open the doors to your heart and when it comes time to. So, basically, okay, you have your floor, welcome mat, and now you have just imagine your house with nothing in it, not even floor, not even carpet, right? So now that you have set your boundaries, and now you have this whole new house, right? This house, and you care about that. Because you're starting to invest in yourself. You're investing that time into yourself. And you're going to fill this house with you yourself, with couches, wallpaper, or paint the walls, or, you know, little fixtures and stuff, that you normally would have depended on your wife to do, stuff like that. This is your own job. This is your own piece of art that you create, you take pride in, right? Because this is you. You just start taking pride with inside yourself, and you're giving yourself that room. You don't want a bunch of people coming in while you start to paint your house inside your house, and they're coming in, they're partying, they're trashing the place up, they're pounding holes in the wall, they're doing all these crazy things, right? Because they don't want to see the inside of your house look nice. They don't want that. They want it to remain trashy, and even though you just started creating this abundant and beautiful inside your home, and you want to show it off to the world, but they don't want that for you. That's why you have to release these people, because they want to come in and destroy it. They want to sabotage it. They want to start telling you how to create it on your own. They want to start running your life, right? So that's important. Why to start? Do you want your home to be beautiful? Do you want your house to be one of a kind? Do you want it to be comfortable, secure, with no one coming in trying to pour gas on the floor and light it on fire while you sleep? This is how serious your life needs to be. This faith walk ain't no cakewalk. And man, I tell you, there'll be times as you go in this walk that people will come in and they'll try to be nice, right? But this is where your discernment comes in, right? This is where you start really noticing when you start creating this, people will come in and pretend to be your friend, and they're just trying to get information to go back and tell the ones you try to cut off. And that's that happens. Don't be fearful of that. Just stand your ground. Say, hey, I'm not taking applications right now. You know what I mean? And you'll have trial and errors. There will be infiltrators here and there. But after a couple conversations or talks, you'll start noticing. You'll feel the energy. You'll see it in their eyes, and then you'll start noticing, like, old people start coming around, try testing your barriers or your boundaries, right? Your physical boundaries around, like, literally, like, down the block, you'll see people that you haven't seen, and they shouldn't be in that side of town, right? So now that you have your floor, your welcome mat, and now you're starting to paint your walls. This is you painting your walls, right? And you want it to be your color. You want your own carpet. This is you really starting to take pride in your temple, man. Like, this is me, and I want, when I get done, I have my open house. It's kind of like this. After you get done with these steps and these stages, right, you'll have an open house, and people come in and check it out. Like, this is a beautiful soul. This person takes pride in themselves. Man, I want what he has. And they'll want to learn from you. They'll want to know what it took for you to do that. And that's how you go on helping the next awakened person. That's how you go on helping the next person you see that is hurting and needs help. And you'll find your medium. You'll find your way of doing it, right? So right now it's important to really protect your home. This is literally your sanctuary. That's how serious this needs to be, guys, Don't you want your walls to be, like, beautiful? Like radiant, not like black and depressive, right? No, this is you taking time to really get to know you on the inside, because you don't have people talking in your ears and trying to mess with your emotions. You get to know yourself, and you have God on your side. You have someone to talk to. You're not alone. People want to make you think that you're alone. No, you're on a path with Jesus. You're on a path with God, your creator, the universe. See how this is starting to tie in together? And how important it will be. You won't be alone. They won't be able to use anything to manipulate you, to gaslight you into anything when you have that connection, that unbreakable bond. They can lie to you all day long, but it's not true because God's telling you it's not. They want to do that to throw you off kilter. No, this is how, see, you're going from, like, this side, this is really good, this is really bad, and now you're starting to get a couple notches forward, and you're getting there. See what I'm saying? You're getting there. They don't want you to reach that echelon. So that's why I'm preparing you to be able to at least be in this area. And then you can work on yourself and get to there. That's when you really have created your own regimen, your own creation, co-creation with the universe, with God. I'm really here to help inspire you, to inspire you to really think of yourself as important. Nobody, other people didn't make you feel important. You were important if you had money. If you had something they wanted, you were important. Right now, you don't, I don't like saying you don't need money, but if you do this, it doesn't take money to do this. All this stuff, it doesn't take dollar bills and flashy cars and all that. You can do this being homeless. You get what I'm saying? That's how real world application this is. This is simple. You don't need to go out and hire a bunch of gurus and all this stuff. I'm giving it to you, man. Just pick it up and go with it. I'm telling you, it will change your life. It will get you a taste of sovereignty over yourself. Like you're gold. You'll find your worth. You know what I mean? You'll have your inner world, and then you'll have your world you present to the outside world. But you're safe within inside yourself, and no one can break you. No one can sway you from knowing who you are. They can try to attack you all they want, but if you're balanced and you know inside you, you're safe. You don't need to go to other people to feel safe. You got God, you got his angels, you got his legions with you, his army. I'm telling you, this is real deal, this is legit. I've gone through my life and I've told people, I work with God. I am a child of the Creator. I'm the child of God. They thought it was just a cliche. No, I'm a child of God, dude. First and foremost, I know who I am. And they don't take that seriously. And they try testing the boundaries, right? I know who I am. It don't matter what kind of chaos they throw me. I know who I am. They ain't gonna break me, dude. And that's where you need to be at. When you can walk down the street, you don't need a bunch of people with you. You have God with you, dude. And he's molding you. When you third step in, he's starting to mold you. He's starting to chip away his exterior and stuff. And he's starting to care for you. And you start to feel like you're in a cocoon of just like, this is getting legit. I don't have people in my ear all day. I can turn my phone off and I have to worry about texting people back all quick. Looking on YouTube all the time and just feeling all crazy and chaotic. No, you'll start finding peace within inside yourself. And you don't have to sit down cross-legged Zen and stuff to get to this point. You'll find time as you shed off these people, you'll find time to do that. But this is like an emergency thing. You know what I mean? When you're out there like a chicken with their head cut off, where do I go next? What? This is like emergency, like shock you to life scenario here. If you're serious about getting real and shaking off all that hatred and that stagnant energies, all that just wants to keep you subservient. You want to be your own person. You want to be your own, literally your own. Not have to answer to anybody. It's not like you're answering to God. No, you're co-creating with God. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I have to answer to God. It's like, no, you guys have a connection already. Get what I'm saying? You'll have that connection already. You're working together. It's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. And it'll start radiating from you, and you'll start having other people. It's kind of like this. When people see how you're handling yourself, to them it'll be either intimidating or they really want to know who you are. They really want to know the real you. It won't be maybe 1 in 100 people you cross will want to know you for who you are, right? And others are just fixated and like you become an oddity to them or something, But you will attract real people when it comes time to really start opening your house up and having that housewarming party and stuff. There are stages to go still, but you'll start noticing that you're gravitating a higher, what do they call it, a higher caliber person. You get what I'm saying? And you'll start treating other people, instead of walking by a homeless person on the street, you'll look at their sign and say, hey, can I get you something to drink? You don't have to worry about them wanting to rob you. No, they'll be grateful. You know what I mean? You won't have to look down anymore. You'll be able to walk with your head straight up and with confidence. You know what I mean? You won't have to wear glasses to hide your eyes and all these other whacked things to hide yourself from the world. No, you won't be hiding anything. You won't have nothing to hide. They won't have be able to hold anything over your head. They won't, you know what I mean? They won't be able to slander you. You'll be an upright person walking justly. That's what God wants for you, dude. He wants you to be able to walk with your head up, not having to answer to anybody, explain anything at all. You know what I mean? And you won't have to feel like you have to go to war with people and, oh, them or them. No, it's like no, you'll be a walking peace. Excuse me. You'll be walking in peace. You know what I mean? And that in itself is being one with the universe, really being in fluid motion with the universe and accepting everything the universe has to offer for you. You'll have your head up and you'll be able to notice, you'll be present for the universe to give you what you have always deserved. They're not going to give you what you deserve if you have vultures circling you 24 hours a day. It won't come to you. And you now keep you in a depressive state. Why am I not getting what I want? I'm working so hard. It's because you got vultures. You got people who will pretend to be happy for you and then willing to stab you in the back and take your riches and go. This is a roadmap of how to fully free yourself, not just from the matrix, but from every person that has tried to stay attached to you and you just couldn't get rid of them. This is the all or nothing, but you'll find your own all or nothing. You'll be able to tweak this, right? And you'll find your own rhythm, and you become your own person. And then you'll be a person other people come to to help them become their own person. Because it'll be the right thing to do. You know what I mean? God didn't ask, He didn't ask much of me through all of this. Through all my life, since I've dedicated myself fully to the Lord, He hasn't asked much of me. He just asked me when I got ready and I was prepared and I was stable, I was to do this for others. Simple, right? To help others, to lead others. Simple. He's been there for me since day one, since I really started giving myself into this process. And I'm talking about, this took me 5 years. 5 years to get to this point, and a lot of setbacks, but He didn't condemn me when I had a setback. He picked me up, brushed me off, and as long as I kept going and getting in there and working and doing it better, He was there for me the entire time. Yeah, we're not perfect. We're not going to do this perfect. We're not going to live life perfectly. As long as you're progressing and you acknowledge you're not perfect, and it's like we will always, as long as you remain teachable in your life, as long as you remain teachable and that you don't have it all the way, and that you're not the smartest person in the room, you know what I mean? That you stay humble and you stay persistent in your path and don't allow the naysayers to dissuade you from what you should be doing. I'm telling you, it took me 5 years, but to be able to mesh this together, there's more to it, but this is just the steps, the stages that you can easily adopt into who you are, and you'll be able to tweak it and adopt other things. But I'm going to go through this again for you guys, okay? Now that we've talked a little bit and whatnot. So this is the third of 10. It's called releasing people. Releasing and letting go of people or anyone you know that has been attacking you based on motives rooted in betrayal or hateful or spiteful in nature. Most of the time, Most of the time, the intrusive person will have hidden motives. Even if you are not sure who is involved, it is still prudent and important to ask yourself, is my life more important than allowing the opportunity for these people to hurt me bodily or attack my character? More than likely, you will decide to back off and detach yourself from people, even if it means you had to hurt an innocent person's feelings. If the person you had to cut loose was a real friend or family member, they will surely understand you had to do what you had to do to save yourself. Releasing people is not forever. No, it is an opportunity to give yourself much needed room to introspect and giving yourself room to grow. For example, when a plant gets to a certain size, it needs to be transferred to a bigger pot or will start to wilt away and die from suffocation. Releasing people, no matter how close they are to yourself, is a wise decision, because sometimes your most efficient hidden enemy is as close as the bedroom down the hall. I know it's pretty dark, but I know this from firsthand experience. I like to compare this aspect of your growth process as a clearing process in which you start off with a blank canvas. Then as the chaos subsides, you then start to get your bearings straight. Now that you have begun to do this, you become a co-creating artist, making yourself into Picasso of your temple. With patience, you can start to slowly create a dream piece, allowing your newfound inner peace to flow abundantly and freely. And trust me, people, will take notice, and the ones that really care for you will also be patient and wait for you to open your doors when it comes time to. No, honey. Cat. No, honey, no. You gotta watch out for cats, man. I've noticed this. If you have your own cat, an indoor cat, and you bring a plant to the house, they'll want to eat that plant. So watch your plant, guys. I'm telling you. It's really weird. It's really, really weird. Like, she ate half my plant, dude. Yeah, this plant, I spent like $7-8 on this plant. You know, it was a little pot or whatever from like QFC or something like that. And I leave the room, I come back, or I left in my windowsill. I went to sleep, I woke up, and she broke the windowsill open and ate half my plant. I wanted to be mad at her, but I couldn't be mad at my cat, man. You know, she's awesome. I love my cat, man. So I don't know, I really hope this helps, guys. There'll be a fourth one coming up. I'm going to do that later on tonight. I try to get a couple a day, right? But anyways, please like, subscribe, share, follow, all that stuff. I really appreciate you. That helps the channel and it helps support me and, you know, what I'm doing. You know, we have a lot of people to help, guys. We have a lot of people to help. So also, guys, so this back here, we got 4 more days to go, and then we're gonna go live. You show up for the live, you comment, and I'm gonna do a drawing, you know, a computer-generated drawing, whatever, and it's gonna pick a name for me, right? And then I'm gonna have you email me you're gonna give me your email address. I'll get your address, and I'll mail that out. It's a 3 foot by 3 foot. No reprints, no nothing, and your name's gonna go right here. So it should be personalized, all right? So I spent a lot of time on that, and that canvas was $25. So, you know, I spent probably about another 12 hours on that canvas, 8 to 12 hours. One of a kind, no reprints, no nothing. You'll have the only one in the entire universe. Yeah, it's pretty serious. So, anyways, please do that, you know, so it helps if you like, share, you know. We'll have as many people showing up to the live. It'll be exciting, right? Anyways, what else I was going to say? Yeah, love, light, happiness, praise Jesus, glory to God. Trust me, he's done work on me, man. You know what I mean? I have a dream life today. I didn't think was possible, really. And, no, I'm here to be able to share this with you. No, down. I even have to barricade my plan away. Weird. Alright guys, so show up again. I'll have another one done here in about an hour. Alright guys, take care. And you know what guys, keep the faith. It fits you.